Soil amendment means any chemical, biological, or physical material such as mineral fertilizers, stabilized compost, manure, non-fecal animal byproducts, peat moss, perlite, pre-consumer vegetative waste, sewage sludge biosolids, table waste, agricultural tea and yard trimmings intentionally added to the soil to improve the chemical or physical condition of soil in relation to plant growth or to improve the capacity of the soil to hold water. Whenever you use soil amendments in the farm, it's important to consider the types of soil amendments used and understand the risks they may pose to the produce that is being grown. Biological soil amendments means any soil amendment containing biological materials such as stabilized compost, manure, animal byproducts, peat moss, vegetative waste, biosolids, table waste, agricultural tea, or yard trimmings alone or in combination. Biological soil amendments of animal origin are highest at risk for produce contamination if improperly used. The FSMA Produce Safety Rule only covers biological soil amendments of animal origin. Biological soil amendment of animal origin consists in whole or in part of materials of animal origin such as manure or non-fecal animal byproducts including animal mortalities such as blood meal, bone meal, feather meal, or fish emulsions, or table waste alone or in combination. This category does not include any form of human waste. Human waste is prohibited for use on produce crops unless it meets the EPA regulation for biosolids. In the regulation, biological soil amendments of animal origin are divided into two types, treated or untreated. The Produce Safety Rule defines a treated soil amendment as having been processed to completion to reduce microorganisms of concern. This can be achieved by using a scientifically valid controlled physical process, for example, thermal, chemical process, for example, high alkaline pH, biological process such as composting, or a combination of controlled physical, chemical, and/or biological processes that have been scientifically validated to satisfy the microbial standard for Listeria monocytogenes, Salmonella species, and E. coli 0157H7, or the microbial standard for Salmonella species and fecal coli forms. In the case of agricultural tea, the biological materials used to make the tea need to have been processed, and the water can't have detectable generic E. coli per 100 milliliters water. Untreated biological soil amendment of animal origin are those that have not been processed to completion in accordance with the previous table, or in the case of agricultural tea, the biological materials have not been processed or the water used to make the tea is untreated surface water or has detectable generic E. coli in 100 milliliters of water, have become contaminated after their treatment, have become recombined with an untreated biological soil amendment of animal origin, is or contains a component of untreated waste that you know or have reason to believe is contaminated with a hazard or has been associated with foodborne illness, is an agricultural tea that contains an agricultural tea additive such as molasses, yeast extract, or algal powder added in order to increase microbial biomass. Keep in mind that all biological soil amendments of animal origin, including mortality composting, must meet the microbial standards in the rule, sections 112.55a and b, or they must be considered untreated. Assess the risks from the soil amendments being used in your farm. Lower your food safety risks by properly managing the soil amendments you use. Always keep in mind the type of crop where you will apply the amendment, review the application method and timing of application.
Thank you for watching this video. Please follow us at www.extension.psu.edu/FSMA. This program was developed by Food Safety CTS LLC for Penn State University.